So everyone, just got back from a little family Easter thing, and of course, while I'm away, a new trailer drops, and this time it is for Thor Love and Thunder. So, of course, I'm going to do a little bit of a reaction. If you're brand new here, what we do is, of course, I react to it for the first time, but I also do my post-immediate thoughts breakdown. So yeah, just going to get into my raw thoughts straight away after that. I have heard this has got some, I believe, Guns N' Roses in it, and this may very well indeed get copyrighted, so it's more just for fun, but just in case it is quieter than usual, just know that's my attempt at trying to drown out the music. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to shut up now and kind of enjoy my coffee and enjoy the trailer, and let me know your thoughts on what I'm about to watch, and maybe you too if you haven't seen it yet, down in the comments below, and then we'll have a good chat about it. Cool. I like that.
Sounds well once used for battle.
Battle.
Now they're but humble tools for peace. I need to figure out exactly who I am.
Yeah, working out.
I will choose my own path. Live in the moment.
Okay.
My superhero days are over.
That's awesome.
You ever feel lost? Just look in the eyes of the people that you love. Not me. Well, just listening.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay, Queen Amidala. Let's see that part again. I'm gonna go back to Natalie Portman. Can't blame me. Now, to be fair, my first impressions, and it's gonna go off the last image I saw, that was Natalie Portman, as obviously we knew she was going to be wielding, well, the hammer, be given a new look, and I like it. I have absolutely no idea what other people are saying. This could be one of those occasions where I feel like it looks pretty cool and everyone's like, oh my god, she looks so bad. But like, to me, you know, I've been a fan of Natalie Portman since I was a kid. You know, the Star Wars prequels, I grew up with them, so I do have that nostalgia bias. But she still looks like Padme to me. It's strange. Granted that she's in the Thor armor. But yeah, like here, you know, I can tell that she's... I mean, you could argue maybe they've touched things up, but I have no doubt that she's been putting a lot of work in. And as far as I'm concerned, in terms of what she's supposed to look like, that fits good for me. She has the kind of traditionalist look there, and I think that's what matters. But again, for all I know, everyone's just gonna be like, oh, I don't know, like, it doesn't look good enough. Fair enough if you do think that. Let me know if you do, and why you feel that way. Maybe you thought it was gonna go over certain other way. I think, you know, we're going to benefit from a more frontal view in another trailer as well. Do bear that in mind. I mean, fair enough. You've seen a little bit of it here. You can judge to an extent. But I would recommend any kind of firm conclusions on Natalie Portman's version of Thor, if you will, until we get a little bit more than just a hammer summon. Other than that, obviously, when you mix a trailer like this with Guns N' Roses, the kind of charisma of Chris Hemsworth, and where his character is also at in the MCU, it does lend itself for a decent impression. Trailers always, you know, whether it's for good or for worse, do tend to give you a better impression. Not saying than what the movie will give you, but like, I'm just not guaranteeing that the movie's going to be great just because I got really good vibes from this. But a lot of people did love Thor Ragnarok, and you know, I did enjoy that. So with what I'm seeing here, with a little bit of an identity movie as well, just because you have Thor, obviously, at the beginning. I like that little transition from boy to, like, beginning in that little newbie armor there. That's a cool little throwback there. And then, obviously, it gets up to the Thor we kind of saw as he entered the MCU. But up until the point of where he's a god now, who I think maybe sometimes people forget that he's a very, 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 very old man. And so, as he says himself, like, these hands used to be used for battle, but now they are, like, tools of peace or whatever. And we see him starting to work out off the chains of this. You know, you can see the beast skeleton there as he's doing the workout off the chains that once restrained this beast there. The hat is a nice touch as well. And it also seems that they are following through with that Guardians comedy. And to be honest, you know, say what you will about MCU movies or MCU humor, for example. I enjoy MCU movies a lot, but I would say that the humor doesn't always hit with me. For example, believe it or not, I didn't laugh a whole bunch in No Way Home. However, with Star-Lord, he makes me laugh. The Guardians movies, maybe it's just James Gunn's movies tend to do well for my personal taste of comedy. So I feel like I'm going to get on very, very well with these characters in terms of Star-Lord and Thor here. And I did enjoy, maybe it's too simple for some, but the little rivalry they had. And clearly here we have some pointers taken from the fashion sense of Star-Lord as he's like stripping away. Although I don't know how much Star-Lord is going to be in it, because obviously at this point we see him with Korg, which should be pretty cool, mate, you know. He kind of talks like sassy out of the Big Les show. Shout out to any Big Les fans out there. But yeah, like, obviously he's got to find his own path now, who he wants to be, and maybe we might not see Peter Quill till some point later down the line. Because obviously there's a certain point towards maybe the beginning quarter of the movie where he's gonna break out of that and then be like, okay, where and what am I doing now? Now, as far as his armor here, we get a little bit of a better look, and I have to admit, when that, I don't know if it was a leak, if anyone can remind me, but I feel like this armor did leak a few months back maybe, and it did look... I appreciate how it's like, okay, this looks cool, but like it seems a bit too over-designed. In terms of when it's drawn with the saturation of colors that was there, it just felt like maybe a little bit too much. But here, at least when I see it here, that gold trimming with the darker hues, if you will, this kind of blue-esque kind of part to it, the darker tones at least, I think it contrasts nicely. It is clearly Asgardian, hence why, fair enough if it's too much for some people, but I like the gold trims with the darker colors in the middle. I know we need a bit of a bigger shot, but I like it a lot better here than what I did in that leaked version of the new Thor suit. Now, Russell Crowe, as you guys know or may not know, he is going to be Zeus in Thor Love and Thunder, and we do get a little bit of a tease of him here. I wish we got a little bit of a frontal view, even though you can tell easily from the side profile as he summons his freaking bolt. But clearly, almost like to the legend, he's got all the people like around him whilst he's taking all the glory of the god that he is, Zeus. I really wonder how Russell Crowe is going to act as this character. But, you know, it's both godly faithful in a way by the looks of it, but also very MCU-ified godlike as well. I feel like they're probably going to make him extremely comedic. I mean, of course, this is a Thor movie now, especially since Ragnarok did so well. I do expect those lighter tones heavily throughout. But yeah, I'm interested to see how Russell Crowe does. Now, shout out to Discussing Film, because right before I reacted to this, I saw this still. And it was put side by side with the comic book panel, and I thought that was really cool before I even saw the trailer, so I knew this frame was coming. And it just reminds me, any PlayStation God of War fans out there, just reminds me of like the grand giants that were fallen in the world. And you see Thor here, and in that comic book panel, he goes on to say how he knew him, and they only bumped into each other in the spaceways or whatever 100 years ago, and here he is seeing him dead. But like, it is a spitting image, so fair play for that kind of shot-for-shot comic book panel to live-action part there. Probably going to be some nice gems like that as well as he goes on this journey to discover himself, and a few scenes that fans of the source material may pick up just like this. Seems like Valkyrie's getting really bored of the new Asgard. I mean, at least she seems to be in a place of just like, okay, I mean, I guess we're establishing our people here, but yeah, I'm seeming to have a little bit of a, is this all there is? I kind of want to go back to the Asgardian life. But other than that, it goes back to the Natalie Portman part, and that's more or less my immediate post-thoughts to the reaction I just did. So all that's left to say is, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. That gives a decent impression. I'm going to wait till I see the movie before I get too excited, but, you know, trailers are here to kind of tease you. This was a tease, and I think it did, indeed, tease me. So let me know your thoughts, theories, and anything like that down in the comments below. If you want like a really more in-depth trailer breakdown, let me know as well, because I'd be more than happy to do that if there's enough people gunning for it. Even though there's not so much stuff you can go over in such a small first look teaser trailer. But hey, as I said, I want to step up the Marvel content on this channel. We already cover Moon Knight here and all the Disney Plus shows. So yeah, we'll be spreading more into the movie territory as we build up the channel even more. But hey, if you're brand new here, subscribe for more discussions like this on Marvel and DC and various other pop culture things out there. Like this video, that really does help. Just push this out there a little bit more. We're a bit late today, so a like would help. And other than that, links as always are in the description down below if you want to follow me a bit more and to other various places. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you people of the MCU in the next video. Goodbye.